Hi guys, this is Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your monthly tarot card forecast for October 2016. As always, with the monthlies, I pull 5 cards. The first 4 represent the 4 weeks of the month, and the 5th card is an overview. And, alright, let's get going here. Okay. Well, September was pretty intense, wasn't it? Yeah, I had an intense month too. Okay, so for the first week of October, we have the Seven of Wands upright. And this is like, it's taking you a lot of work to keep the status quo. Now, this is for a lot of people, and so it's going to be in various aspects of life, whether this is at work, whether this is in your love life. Trying to keep things the way they are, trying to resist change if change is coming. I just feel like it's taking its toll on you. Like it's taking a lot of effort. It's taking a lot of energy. It's really, it's just taking so much to try and keep things where they are. And maybe things need to change. I mean, I feel like a weight would be lifted if you just kind of stopped trying to keep things the way they are and just relaxed and let it happen, you know? So that's what we've got going on the first week. Just my advice for this first week is to kind of just try to go with the flow. Don't try to resist things. Don't try to keep things the way they are. If something is happening, if change is happening, whatever it is, it's happening for a reason. And it's going to do you a lot more good to embrace it and just let it happen than it will to try and resist it. So, first week, you're taking a lot of effort to try and resist change. Maybe you should think about just letting it, embracing it, letting it happen. The second week, we have the Two of Cups reversed, and this is about mistrust and incompatible feelings. Maybe you are not on the same page with someone. Again, doesn't have to be love life. Could be career, a business partnership, any sort of agreement that you thought that you were in where you're now kind of finding out like maybe I don't trust that person enough to, go into business with him. Or maybe we weren't on the same page when we agreed to do X. He thought that we were talking about this, and I thought we were talking about this, and I thought we had a meeting of the minds, but we really didn't. So it could be that there are some kind of hang-ups, some sort of like interpersonal incompatibilities. And let me get it a little more straight there. And it could also be this coming at you. Like perhaps someone is kind of looking at you with like a cocked eye, like, can I trust that person? And of course, don't take that personally. People do that. If you do that to other people, you gotta expect other people to do that to you, right? So this is just kind of like not quite being on the same page with another person or persons, but it's a two and there's 2 people here, so it's probably like one as opposed to like all your coworkers. It's probably like one person that you're kind of clashing with a little bit where you guys aren't going to be on the same page. The good news with that is that it's only for 1 week here, so yay. But again, it's going to be in different areas of life for all of you. Could be love, could be work, could be a sibling that's kind of like acting out for the week or something like that. So the third week of October, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and this is a potential for loss. Again, different areas of life, right? So they are pentacles. It could be financial loss. It doesn't have to be. It could be romantic loss. It doesn't have to be. Depending on what's going on in your specific life, you're going to know how this relates to you, and you're going to know what you need to keep an eye on. Now, when I say keep an eye on something, I don't mean it in a way that's like controlling or overbearing or micromanaging or anything like that. Like, if you kind of suspect maybe a partner of something, you kind of want to just, yeah, all right, I'm gonna watch that situation a little bit, as opposed to like, where are you at? What you doing? Why aren't you home? Like, no. That's not what I mean by keep an eye on something. Just kind of like, all right, I see what's going on. Or, this very specific scenario is coming up, so I'm gonna go with it because maybe one of you's got this going on. If, like, one of your bills just all of a sudden went through the roof, like you get a bill maybe this third week, electric bill or something like that, and you find out it's like twice as much or more than it normally is, maybe you need to investigate that. Maybe, some, like, maybe one of your devices is broken, like your heating unit, the filter needs to be changed, something's broken, like the water meter is running constantly because some part on it's broken, or something like that. As I said, I know it's very specific, so it's not going to be for everyone, but someone needs to hear that. Like, if you see that something's askew or amiss or just kind of not right, like, keep your eye on it that way. Investigate it, find out, like, oh, or, going back over your past couple bills and say, like, okay, well, it's been consistently one cost, and now all of a sudden it's skyrocketing, as opposed to a gradual increase. You know what I mean? So keep an eye on finances in that way as well. Again, I'm sorry. This one person's going to be super happy that they heard that message, and then all the rest of you are going to be like, my water meter's fine. So just keep an eye. There's a potential for loss this third week. Only you will know how it relates to you specifically. Just kind of keep an eye out on things. Again, not in a crazy person type of way. The fourth week, we have the Four of Wands reversed. And I'm sorry if you're picking that up all of a sudden. They just decided to mow, so it might get kind of background noisy here. Okay. The fourth week, we have the Four of Wands reversed. And this is telling that you are going to get your happy ending. Like, whatever that is, whatever this is going on this week, you are going to get your happy ending. So maybe you shouldn't take so much energy this first week to try and keep things the way they are, because everything changes eventually and you can't hold it off forever. And maybe you shouldn't, because you are going to end up with things working out exactly the way they're supposed to. You're just going to need to kind of watch it. Like, you're going to need to kind of watch things to make sure that this turns out the way it's supposed to. Again, watch. Don't control. Just kind of keep an eye on things. That's the little bit of effort that this card is saying you need. Just a little bit of effort to get this happy ending. So whatever aspect of life this is playing out for you, it's going to end up fine. Everything's going to be exactly the way it's supposed to be, exactly in the right time, in the right manner, and it will make you happier than you started the month out, because it looks like you're starting. I mean, look at this dude's face. Like, I don't know if you can see it that closely. He's pretty stressed out. Like, it's taking I'm feeling anxiety from him. Like, it's taking a lot of, like, effort. Like, it's anxiety producing and stress producing to try and, like, fight off all these people with all these sticks just to stay exactly where he is, just to not have that change. But once you release that, the process you go through here, and, loss, right? So you're going to have some sort of loss, but of course it doesn't have to be a big loss, right? But whatever that loss is, it's going to create this. So let it go, because you don't need it. For the overview, this month of October, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this is that you've got too much going on. You've got too much going on, and you need to just let things go. Let things go, because you're trying to juggle everything, and not everything can be a priority, right? You have to prioritize the things that need to be priorities. And again, maybe that isn't a priority. Maybe I'm sure it feels like it is that first week. Like, I have to have this. I have to stay where I am. Um, but this is saying, let the things go. Again, overview for the month, right? Let the things go that need to go this month. Don't struggle so hard to hold on to something, because if you do, you won't ever get here. And that's where you want to be, right? Like, you want to have that happiness. You want to have that, like, happy ending, kind of like everyone wants their success story, right? But you need to drop some things. You need to drop things because you can't hold on to everything and expect to have that outcome. You can't have this outcome by keeping the status quo. Things need to change. So, that's what we've got going on for October. Big changes towards the second half of the year. I know September was pretty intense. This looks like it could be an intense month if you try to fight the change. Perhaps for those who are a little more kind of go with the flow, it might not be such a bad month. So adopt some of that if you can. Try and be a little more relaxed and a little more willing to change, to allow change in and just let things be. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. Every day I pull a different tarot card and it'll expand on all this. Of course, my weeklies will help as well. And we will see you next time.